Glad you could make it. You are listening to the video recording of a live broadcast. You can stay up to date on our schedule and catch us live by checking out the links in the description below. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Visit links.chaoticallybalanced.com for more info. If you would like to support us further and get access to exclusive content on Ko-fi, you can visit chaoticallybalanced.com/support. Now that we are done with that, it's time to start the adventure. Welcome, adventurers. This is a quick note to say that this is part 1 of a live stream. To gain immediate access to our episodes, please visit links.chaoticallybalanced.com or go to chaoticallybalanced.com/support. Thanks. We'll see you in the next one. Welcome, fellow adventurers, nerds, and neurodivergents. Sit back, stay hydrated, and prepare yourselves for tonight's adventure. It's been a while, but we are back. We had some sicknesses last week and the beginning of this week, but we're here now. So, without further ado, we left off with the final stages of the battle for the defense of the gates. The group successfully held off wave after wave of attackers, and it seemed no further reinforcements were going to be appearing from either the north or the west. After they had cleaned up the stragglers, there was some commotion from within the city as a large armored cultist appeared and destroyed several buildings and various carts on the street. The gate guards quickly opened the gate and formed a defensive line, Haida helping them slow the creature down while the rest of the group rushed through the gate to reinforce the guards and hold off this attacker. It took quite a few hits and a lot of maneuvering, but they had eventually taken this one out and were told that reinforcements were on the way. They saw a dropship in the distance, and as it approached, 3 elite Onyx Accord officers leapt out and set up positions, 2 on the towers and 1 on the main road. More cultists began appearing from the west through the path in the forest, but they were quickly dispatched by the gunners on either tower. They were then directed by the supposed leader of the 3 reinforcements to go to the camp that was down the road a ways for some much needed revival and rest. That is where we are going to pick up. I want that. You all have just survived this harrowing battle and have successfully held the line. Some of you almost dying a few times. You are making your way to the temporary field camp that has been set up here. What are you all doing as you are walking?
I have my head on a swivel for a little bit to look for the closest tavern and the closest blacksmith.
All the buildings are closed right now.
Well, this way I know where it's at for when it's open.
Okay. You do see a tavern. It's familiar, the same one you were at. Oh no, it wouldn't have been the same one you were at. You do point one out, though, that Yenor and Kaida recognize, but it is closed. There is unfortunately not a blacksmith on your path currently. The surviving guards are also walking a few paces behind your group.
Are we still walking?
Yep. You guys are walking at a slower pace currently. You are a little injured, a little exhausted. You have used a lot of your resources.
Definitely used a lot of resources, but technically Joaquin is at full health right now, so physically he's okay. He's just, again, magically spent.
Yeah.
So I think I have one second level slot left, and that's about it. So, yeah, he's just kind of, trying to shake the rust off because he doesn't like feeling like he doesn't have any higher level magics available to him. So he's just kind of depleted. But again, did everything as far as keeping this the town safe, so that was good. Again, all he's thinking about right now in the back of his head was about that dark voice that he heard, and then why he can suddenly raise the dead a little bit. That's all he's thinking about right now as he walks. So he's kind of got a lost look on his face.
Are you trying to hide this?
I don't think he would be thinking about even trying to hide it. He would be so consumed with what he heard, and apparently what he's starting to learn he can do. So I don't think he would even be trying to hide it. He's just lost in thought.
If anyone, while you are all walking, happens to glance at Joaquin, he looks a little spacey. Not Joaquin spacey, a different spacey.
Yeah, not like dick drunk or pussy drunk, but bad drunk.
I'm gonna kind of like brush up against him with my shoulder a little bit.
Yeah, what do you want?
Should probably pay attention to where you're going.
I know this town. Just stop. I'm thinking. Hurts.
Yes, sir.
What hurts?
Pondering.
Well, stop thinking so hard. If you're hurting yourself.
I can't get it out of my head. I need a drink.
Get water out of your head. Maybe I can help you a little bit. And I will not deny a drink.
Crocker, with me. We must find a bar.
Yeah, of course. I will. Yeah, I'm parched. Sorry, I'm a little woozy too from the bottle. I mean, battle.
Okay. Well, we'll get you woozy from the bottle. And yeah, Joaquin would be looking for the nearest tavern that he can just get a bunch of alcohol.
Everything is closed and boarded up as you are walking towards where the base camp is. And it seems there have been barricades put up along the various alleys to make it kind of like a funnel so that if anything else were to happen, the damage would be contained.
I do know that everything is destroyed and closed, but I'm hoping that since this is where he lives, he knows of some kind of underground bar.
I think even an underground bar would be closed when there's monsters rampaging the city.
No, why not? You're underground. Why not be bunkered and safe instead of on the surface where things can get destroyed?
Usually underground's a bit literal there.
What happens if you put the Hulk in a submarine?
That's a fun question.
I don't know.
What happens if you put one of these giant raging creatures in a tight, small underground bunker?
I mean, we fought one in a hallway, so.
You did. It was a big hallway.
Well, compared to him standing in the way, it wasn't that big of a hallway because I couldn't get past him.
That feels like there should be some sort of like clever answer, like a joke waiting to happen.
It's just going to be chaos. Mass chaos, basically, is what he's trying to get to. Not a good idea. Could be a fun time, though.
You begin to see in the distance the camp that is set up. There are various tents. It looks like there's some vendors set up within the camp. The camp seems to be set against some. There seem to be some buildings around the periphery. The buildings might be open.
Sorry, one more time.
The camp is coming up in the distance. There are some tents set up. There are some vendor carts set up that you can kind of make out, and it's set up against some buildings. And because of where the camp is, those buildings may be open.
All right, quicken my pace. Keeping an eye out for booze.
DM, where's the bank at?
The bank?
Yes. Is that around here or no?
The bank is in the Onyx Accord.
Okay.
We
The
can
Onyx
rob-
Accord is the bank.
Okay.
I get you. Among all the chaos, we take the monies and skedaddle. I like it. It's good thinking.
Yenor and Joaquin would know from your knowledge, the Onyx Accord is kind of like a catch-all organization. It's not that the person at the top controls everything. It's more so that there's an Onyx Accord guild, which is in charge of missions and defense of the city. There's the Onyx Accord trade, which is in charge of the bank and imports and exports from the city. And then there is the intelligence arm of the Onyx Accord, which is separate from the guild because of the level of clearance and secrecy that is needed. They can't just trust Joe Schmo, who's a rank F guild member with classified information.
I think we should go see them. If anybody knows about this attack, I'm sure they would.
You were just there. They didn't know about the attack. They were surprised. They're the ones that sent you here.
Well, I believed that's what they would have made us think since we are nobodies, so of course they're not going to tell us anything if they did.
Yenor and Wakim aren't nobodies.
Oh, touche, touche.
And Kaido works for them.
Alongside them?
No, works for the Onyx Accord. She's a librarian.
But the intelligence branch?
The Onyx Accord library kind of falls in between the guild hall and falls in between all three. It's not really a division that requires governance. It's just maintaining documents and information and historical records.
So they might have heard her name but don't know her personally.
Some people, yes. The Huntmaster Grawl who sent you, who gave you the option of what to do, and who was the highest ranking official when you guys had arrived here, does know Kaida and Yenor. Didn't know Wakim, though. He did know Wakim's father.
And oh, I thought we were at the regular Onyx Accord, not the, the higher ups, the intelligence.
Zatha is the primary Onyx Accord branch. Zatha has the primary guild hall for the Onyx Accord. It's the central governing body. But the Onyx Accord seems to be dealing with its own problems at the present moment, so there doesn't seem to be a lot of higher-ups in the area right now. Other than Huntmaster Grawl, the next highest person that you've been dealing with is in your party. The Gray Breezes. You guys do eventually make it to the threshold of the camp as two guards step out in front of the path, and one loads crossbow and aims at you all, and the other one kind of draws his sword. What's your business here?
We're reporting in.
On whose authority? You're just a turtle.
Excuse
Turtle.
me, we did just fight for the city. Don't speak to him like that.
I just sit here and nod my head.
Would we recognize them?
They look like the same soldiers that you were just fighting with that got obliterated.
Random men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I hold out our badges?
Sure.
I do that.
As she does that, I'm gonna look at at the guy that she does that to, and I'm gonna say, "Didn't you die a minute ago?"
Excuse me, and he points his sword at your general direction. And then the guy holding the crossbow kind of lowers his crossbow. He's like, wait. I think we're making a mistake here.
Listen to your friend over there. He's the smart one.
And
I'm gonna point to the guy that's holding the sword. I want your name now, and your commanding officer.
Oh, I don't think the DM was expecting that one.
no, I have a commanding officer. I just gotta find the name.
Idiot McGee.
No, don't say McGee.
Are they
McGee's such a
twinsies?
nice NCIS person. You can't make fun of McGee.
We do love McGee.
not to break away from the game, but since you brought that show up, I had to stop watching it once Fez joined it.
Who?
Stopped watching it before that.
Fez. You know the 70s show, Fez?
Oh, the guy who cheated on Demi Lovato.
On who?
Demi
Demi
Lovato.
Lovato? I didn't know they were dating, but okay.
Yeah, it was like a whole scandal.
So this old, gruff Goliath, clad in this beat-up armor, has this huge shield on his back, got huge swords, kind of walks up. What's going on here? And he's looking at you, Yenor, who's holding up the badges.
Your man's being an idiot. Threatening heroes.
Heroes, you say? My name is retired Captain Brightmail.
That sounds familiar, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay.
He is familiar to, again, just those that grew up here. Joaquim, Yenor, and Kaida. He is the son of one of the founders of the Onyx Accord.
Oh.
A very decorated, what did I say, captain? A very decorated captain of his own regard. And you are unsure why he is dressed in full battle gear, being retired.
How old is he? And is he human?
No, he's a Goliath.
Okay. How old do they live?
Like human years. He's like 60s,
Okay, so he's
70s.
taking a little bit. Like 95, about to perish.
No, but he's old and retired and was enjoying retirement, probably, up until now. Why are you... Corporal, why are you harassing the Grey Breezes? I'm sorry, the who? And he kind of just gives, he's standing here towering over this human man, just giving him the look. You all may come in. We got the bar open back there. It's not pretty, but it's open.
As soon as Joaquim hears that, he beelines.
Our
He grabs Crocker.
one of our blacksmiths is here if you need anything repaired or some quick work done, and if anyone needs medical attention, we have a medical tent. I will handle this situation. Oh, he's also covered in tattoos.
You know, we're just gonna huff and grab Kaida and walk to the medical tent.
Yeah, again, I'm already. I would have dragged Crocker with me as soon as he said the word bar. So,
All
yep,
right.
come along, and yeah, we're drinking. Lots of drinking.
The bar isn't fully open, like you can sit inside of it, but the bar itself is open for you to order drinks at.
Yeah,
It's like
I
a
start
walk up. It's like a walk up bar.
Okay. I start off with a double shot of their strongest brown liquor.
Ah! Adventurous, I see.
Make that 2.
Yeah, for him.
So you want
2 doubles.
2 shots or 4 shots?
Yes.
A total of 4. 2 for him, 2 for me.
6. Got it. That'll be 20 gold.
I pony up 20 gold. So I'm withdrawing 20 gold right now. Yep, 20 gold gone.
You have 6 double shots of brown liquor.
I look at Kraka.
I don't think your man that you ordered from knows how to do math.
That's fine. It's a lot of alcohol. I put 3 in front of Kraka, 3 in front of me. I look at him and I kind of give him like a high noon duel look, and then I put one hand on one glass and I look at him. You ready?
I put my hand on my side like a holster. A gun in a holster. Are you ready? And I also have my other hand on a shot glass.
All right.
Oh, these aren't shot glasses.
Oh well.
They're beer mugs.
Oh.
And you said double, so the beer mug's about half full of your liquor.
That's fine.
Yep.
And I will minor illusion in front of, in the middle between the two of us, so that both of us can see it. A countdown from 3, 2, 1, and then a big I'll do a gunshot sound, like bang, and then we'd start drinking, see who can finish them faster.
Oh. Okay. So how do we want to do this? You want to roll? Just roll off?
How you want to do it, GM?
Let's see. We're gonna go with this is just gonna be a D20 plus dexterity. So a dexterity check, essentially. Joaquin got a natural 20, so you all get an inspiration if you have a inspiration slot open.
Oof. You got me.
And Kraka got a 12. So Joaquin, you finish your first drink first. Kraka, you would finish yours second. But each of you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'll take that. 22.
22 to an 11.
Yeah. Well, hold on. I think I'm gonna inspiration since I just got one. So an 11 is no bueno.
You can re-roll.
You know what? Fuck it. I think we should just go straight. No inspiration burning here.
That a boy.
I'm staying with the 11.
If there's no inspiration burning, then Joaquin, you feel a little bit start to come back up before you swallow it back down. It's not from the effect of the alcohol, it's from the fact that you drank it too fast.
Taste myself. Okay.
Second round. I need each of you to make. Kraka, you made a dexterity saving throw, not a dex check. I'm not sure it matters. Probably be lower with a dex check. Yeah.
Not really, but yeah, it would be.
Well,
It's
you're
plus
both
5.
making a dex
Yeah.
check again. So go ahead, Joaquin, make another dexterity check.
So yeah, it would have been lower. It would have been a 9. But
Sorry, I'm doing a dex check.
Yeah. For the next round.
Dex check.
24 again.
19.
19. So this time, Kraka, you finish your second one first.
Mm-hmm.
Because Joaquin is. It takes him a second to recover from almost throwing up.
I'm trying to adjust my pace. Leave me alone.
However, Constitution saving throw from both of you.
23.
$19 again.
Okay. You're both neck and neck, pretty much. No one has anything come back up yet. Joaquin, you've adjusted your pace enough. This is going to be the final one. Each of you make a dexterity check for me.
Come on, Crocker, what you got? Shit, 16.
He's a monk.
20.
Oh,
Okay, not over. Crockett does finish his last one first again, but you both need to make Constitution saves.
I lost. Damn it.
Joaquin, you would lose. However, both of you feel the alcohol come back up a little bit before swallowing it back down.
Are we both sufficiently tipsy at least?
Sufficiently. You are like legally drunk, both of you.
Then I would say that we both win. And I would put my hand up for a high five. And I don't know if we both need to make any sort of check to see if we can actually make contact.
I mean, you could each of you make a sleight of hand check with disadvantage.
Oh! Negated a nat 20.
No. Neither of you made contact. You're both smacking a hand that's not there.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Did I just... Wait, did I... Did I just... You okay?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. One more?
How many Crockers am I seeing right now?
Roll a d6. Four.
I look at the one to the far left, and I say, "Sure." And then can I even make out the bartender at this point?
No, there's four of him as well. And they're doing that weird crisscross thing where they're all moving in and out of each other.
Hey, you dude with the beverages.
Oh, you want
And I
6
look
more?
I look at Crocco.
No.
Which one are you talking to? They're all
All of them. All of them.
they're all doing the thing. Stop moving. Okay? Just
Not 6 more, but I have a concoction if you can make it.
wait, what?
Sure.
It's my concoction, and it's called Kraka's Shipwreck. So now, if
Make a
you can-
history check to see if you can remember in this state your drink. You are in a bad state right now.
That's a natural 20.
That's a natural 20.
All right, so I won't say it drunkenly. All right, so basically it's going to be an Irish car bomb.
Okay, so you want him to make each of you an Irish car bomb.
Do you know how that's made?
I believe so.
Okay, well, shot glass, half shot whiskey, half shot liquor, dropped in a pint of stout or like a dark beer, and then you slam the whole thing.
Well, I don't really have shot glasses. I have these, and he pulls out slightly smaller mugs. And I have a barrel that I can throw it in.
I can't. No, I can't drink a barrel. Unless you don't mind me sleeping right here in my shell. Or maybe inside the barrel. Because, yeah, but I can't. I'll just mix it together without the shot glass. Or, I mean, yeah, I'll just pour it in 2 different mugs and then we'll mix it together right before we shoot it. Or do it separately. Yeah, we'll do it separately. Just two different mugs.
He gets out 2 different mugs. He fills both of them up to the brim with the required ingredients. Would you like anything else?
No, that'll wait. Hold on. So I'll. You already mixed it? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. No, that's it. Just those 2.
That'll be 8 gold.
I just reach in my pouch and pull a handful out and just toss it on the bar.
Handful's probably like 10 pieces of gold.
I have a big hand but little fingers.
Yeah, I'd say 10 pieces of gold is a good. You gave him a little tip.
That's fair enough.
But now you have 2 more drinks.
Where is everybody? Can you see them?
I look at the Kraka, so there there are 4 Krakas. So I'm looking.
And they're moving
up
in and out of each other.
All right, so I try and put a hand on the one to where Kraka currently is standing to his immediate left, and I'm guessing I just grab air, right?
Yeah, you're just. It looks like you're grabbing. It looks like you're swatting a fly in slow motion.
Kraka, what are you? What? Stand still, okay?
Oh,
Please?
they're over that way. All right,
No,
let's follow me.
wait,
Oh.
wait. Where are you all going? How are you doing this cloning thing? Is this some sort of monk thing?
Yes. You know, I also was on a ship for a very long time, so I learned how to maneuver, I guess to say.
And to make and Joaquin count 1, 2, 4 of you.
One of me, but I have 4 limbs.
I'm so confused.
either of you drinking this new drink?
I figured
What is this?
it's my little concoction of feel good juice. Let's just find the others first.
Okay, I would kind of stand. I would try and stand as straight as I possibly can, and I would do my best to focus and look out to see if I can see where, if I recognize anyone, or maybe where the group went.
You can't see more than an arm's length in front of your face before everything goes blurry.
Hold on to my shell, buddy.
I reach for the nearest crocker that I can see. Do I get the real
Kind of
crocker?
whiffs. You kind of whiff it through the air.
Help! Again! Stop doing the monk thing. And then I would reach out for, again, the nearest crocker that I can see.
And if he misses, I move in the I sidestep so he doesn't, or which way.
This time you do grab his shell.
Oh! I grab on for dear life. I can't move. So tired.
No, I can't see through the crowd, so I just am going off of his first swat that he'd made when
Yeah, that's
Which I
this
thought-
direction.
right, which I thought he was pointing. So I'm just
Yeah.
making my way through the crowd in that direction.
You're
hopefully-
walking this direction.
Yeah.
Yep. You guys are walking over here.
Yep. And I would be, shouting out, you know what? Dino! Demon child!
Well, Yenor, Kaida, and their pets are currently in the medical tent.
Yeah, again, I don't know this. I can't say I have any idea about this. I am just, again, I'm grasping at straws here.
Oh, we're playing the name game.
We need to find the others. Yeah?
Yeah, that's where I thought we were going. Didn't you say they were over this way?
Did I?
Well, you pointed in this direction.
I don't know. Is that a wheelbarrow? Where are we?
I don't know, but I think I should sit down. That wheelbarrow looks like a good spot to sit.
As soon as he sits down, Joaquin just collapses on the ground.
You both still have drinks in your hand.
Oh, okay, I forgot about it. Okay. I don't want to mess up my drink. All right, so he would start to fall, and as he falls, he would wait, do I have that spell? I need to make sure I have that spell. I don't know if I have that spell. I do have that spell. Okay. So yeah, as he falls, he would reaction just as a reaction, he would cast Mage Hand to hold his glass.
Okay.
While he hits the ground.
Now seems like a better time than never to take our drinks.
Yeah, and I would then again do my best to sit up, and I would have the Mage Hand move the glass towards my mouth.
Since I didn't see the drink fall, I didn't notice that he fell, so I just think he's still standing there.
How much of the drink are you each drinking?
Oh, we have to drink it all in one shot. That's the whole point of it. Other than that, it'll just taste nasty and you might get sick. Yeah, this isn't a sipper. This is a gulper. So open up.
And then Joaquin, he'll look at the mage hand and like he'll give it like the come on wave, and the mage hand will pour it down his gullet.
I need each of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
$17.
Again, I'm not inspirationing here. We're just going with the heart of the cards.
Joaquin, you throw up.
Yep.
Shadows.
Oh.
Wait, it's awfully darker than the.
Hey,
What is
Joaquin,
that?
make a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom save. Well, that's interesting. 13.
You continue to throw up shadows. To the point where it feels like the shadows are... You're not throwing them up. They are moving out of you through your mouth.
If I start noticing this, I would immediately try to stop throwing up if I could in any way.
I mean, you could attempt to make another Constitution save, but with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh.
I try to hold his hair back.
Oh, that was much better. Thank you.
You are able to get a hold on the throwing up, but then the shadows begin to coalesce around both of you and spin.
Crockett, did you see this?
Yeah, isn't this your darkness?
No,
Like
no, this isn't the spell thing I do. I
oh.
know what that feels like a thing. This is not feeling like that. What does this feel like?
We're going to come back to that in a second.
Fucking cliffhanger, man.
Yenor and Kaida, you make your way over to the medical tent with your animals. Are you looking for anything specific in this medical tent while you assume Wakeem and Croc are off shenaniganing?
I would like a healer.
There's plenty of those in this tent. All dressed in the general healing group garb. Just walk up to any one of them.
Yep, any one of them. Doesn't matter which.
Yes, miss. How can I help you?
I am almost half dead.
It's better than being almost all dead.
That's a very fair point.
And the healer looks around the room and you see this and there's bandages and people are missing limbs. Someone's still on fire in the back.
You mind patching me up?
Yeah, let me see what I could do. What's your name?
Yenor Graveries.
Mr. Graybreeze, I apologize. Yes, we can definitely patch you up. Let's see here, and she kind of reaches in and pulls out a book, and she's flipping through, and then she pulls out another book, and she's flipped through, and then she grabs some stuff and throws it in a mortar and pestle, mixing something up. And there's smoke coming out of it, and then there's some purple smoke coming out of it. She pours it into a thing, and she puts a cap on it and shakes it up, and the clear liquid turns green, and she hands it to you.
I'll take it, and I'm gonna stare at it. I'm gonna look at Kaida. This is exactly why I don't do potion making, and then I pop it.
Okay. You are. Let me see. You regain 2 level 1 spell slots and 1 level 2 spell slot. And you also regain half your missing HP.
Hey, you there. Stop. We think you forgot to like and subscribe. Now we're putting you in dice jail. Just kidding. But if you are enjoying the show, share it with your friends. Subscribing, liking, and reviewing also helps bring others to our doorstep. You can also head over to chaoticallybalanced.com/support, linked in the description below, and get access to exclusive content through Coffee. Now that that's cleared up, let's get back to the adventure.
That's the best we can do right now with the resources we have. We have to save what little we do have left for those that are cheap gestures to the one that's on fire in the back of the room. We don't know what happened to him or why he's not screaming. We haven't done anything to him. He's just on fire.
Outside of roleplay, would lay on hands stop the burning? Because it says I can expend 5 HP to cure a disease or neutralize a poison.
You've never seen someone on fire that wasn't screaming in agony.
I'm gonna go and try to boop him.
Okay. Are you doing the 5
Yeah,
points of lay on hand?
I'll double it because it might be more.
Some of his wounds close. He's still on fire.
Huh.
You do see a glowing tattoo once one of his wounds close.
What is the tattoo?
It's just a glyph, like a symbol. Your wife is with you.
I'm gonna point it out to Kada.
That's interesting. Am I allowed to? And the nurse just waves at her. It's a 15. Does she have something that can assist with this? No. She taps her staff to it. She mutters some incantations and tries and she touches it. And she says, I can't do anything. I don't know. It's causing the fire, but I don't know why.
Could we cut it off? The glyph?
One of the nurses said, we tried that already. That's why it was a wound.
Where is it on him?
It's not his arm.
Could we take the arm?
When we did that, the fire melted our implements.
Do I recognize the glyph at all? No.
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna shrug.
Appreciate your help.
Magic is weird.
Yeah. We'll figure him out. You walk back outside the tent. Gather your bearings a little bit. You see Fraka and Wakim stumbling in the opposite direction of your group. And then you hear the faintest thud. And then you'd see this swirling black vortex.
What does it do?
Currently just swirling.
Do they seem aware of it?
You can't see them anymore.
Oh, they're in it.
Yeah.
That sounds like it might be a problem.
Are you going to do anything?
I'm gonna run up and try to stick my hand into it to grab one of them.
Well, it's going to take you a while to get there.
Okay.
So while you're moving in that direction, Lala and Deedle. Lala, I know you said you were checking over your Elemanther for any injuries. Thankfully, uninjured puppy.
As for me, I'm just gonna check out things in town.
Okay. Lala, what did you say?
He's just pleased that he's safe.
Are you sticking there, or are you going to follow any particular person around?
And I'll just follow Deedle around, see what there is about here.
There's some
Maybe find some
small...
pet supplies.
There's some small food vendors, like the street food. There are some other various, like, knick-knack vendors. And then there's this one guy set up. He's like, you want to try out your luck over here? We got a chance for you to win big.
What do you have to offer?
A game of chance, obviously.
I like to try my luck.
What about you, little miss? Would you like to also try your luck with your friend here? That was directed towards you, Lala. Oh, all right. Well, let's see. The game is simple. You roll this 6-sided die here, and then I roll 3 6-sided die. If your die matches any of my die, you win.
Seems simple enough.
Depending on how many matches, depends how much you win.
Gotcha. What are you hitting me up for this game?
There's no minimum. You can bet whatever you want.
Let's do 5 gold to start out with.
5 gold. All right. You can go ahead and roll a d6.
Six.
Oh, look at that. You got lucky. You matched one of my die, so you get 10 gold back.
Nice.
So you get, you win 5 gold total.
Let's bet 10 this time.
You want to bet 10 gold? Go ahead, roll your dice when you're ready. Bad luck there, missed. Unfortunately, your die does not match any, and he's showing 2 3s and a 5.
All right, one more time.
How
5
much
gold.
you bet? 5 gold? All right. When you're ready. Sorry, house wins again. I rolled a 3 and 2 4s.
Well, by the looks of that, it's time to give up.
You sure? I'm feeling like you could get lucky on the next one.
Nah. No, I'll take my 2 losses. But thank you. Very good game.
Anytime, miss. As you are perusing the rest of the limited things that are around here, you see Yenor and Kaida walk out of the medical tent. You had heard, and out of the corner, I glimpsed Kraka and Joaquin kind of stumbling aimlessly. But now, because you guys have made your way kind of over here at this point, and at this point, this would be when you guys are coming out of a medical tent. You also see this black vortex just appear out of nowhere.
That doesn't seem normal.
Not at all. That's weird. Let's go check it out.
So you guys come around the corner here. So you guys would reposition and come around the corner this way. Joaquin and Kraka, but mostly Joaquin. You guys are enveloped by this shadowy vortex.
So you can't control this darkness, is what you're saying? Like, can you at least see through it, like your other one?
Joaquin's starting to panic a little bit because he really doesn't understand what's happening here.
Now, Kraka, you don't see this, but Joaquin, you do. This face appears in the swirling vortex.
Do I recognize the face?
Nope.
Oh, what does the face look like?
It's just this. It's not very It's like two eyes and a mouth. Really, it's not like a full face. It's more like a weird hallucination is the best way to describe it.
You know, Joaquin's just kind of staring at this thing with like deep concern, maybe a little bit of fear.
Oh, what are you so scared of?
I'm sorry, that was the face talking to me?
Yes.
No joke, that sounds like fucking Freddy Krueger. Kind of freaked me out for a second.
You scared of something there, boy?
All right, now it's less concern and more fear. He's not saying a word though.
Look, do you want my power or don't you want my power?
All right, now the fear kind of starts to melt away, and now he's looking. He's got like this curious, weird expression on his face. What are you?
What are you?
I'm Joaquin Sue.
That's who you are, not what you are.
I mean, I'm. My mom was an elf. My dad was a human, and yeah. So I'm a bit of a mutt.
My name is Zilganoth.
Zilganoth.
We
What do
playing
you
the name
want?
game again?
I look at Crockett. This guy, Zilganuts.
Zilganoth. And you see the shadows get darker.
Apologies. Sorry. And then Joaquin minor illusions, a big sorry. Like the word sorry over his head. Zilganoth. Okay. Understood. What do you want, Zilganoth?
I want to see if you are worthy.
Of?
The powers I have bestowed upon you.
And then the curious expression just completely melts away. And then it's kind of like a look of realization, and he starts putting two and two together there. And he remembers what's been happening recently. And he looks at Zilganoth, and he kind of narrows his eyes. All this is you?
Not all of you is me, but the shadowy part.
What does it feel like when he's using the shadows? Like from a magic standpoint.
When Joaquin uses the shadows,
Yes.
because you haven't used the shadows much.
No.
Cold. Feels very cold. Like you're almost like you're crossing a line, but not really, because you're not bringing the dead back. You're just stealing a portion of the shadow.
So Joaquin...
Questionable. Like, is this okay to do?
Yeah. Okay. So Joaquin looks at Zilganoth and says, "Are you some kind of necromancer?"
Necromancer. Don't hold me in such high regard. I'm just here to help those who search for more abundant magic.
And what do I need to do for this?
No, just keep using your magic as you have been and relying on my shadows to help you along your way. From time to time, I may need some assistance with things throughout this world, but that will come in due time.
Can I ask Nosferatu if he can see this thing?
You would have to ask. You would have to ask Nosferatu if he can see what's going on with the vortex, because you don't know that there's anything in the vortex.
No, I just see the vortex and I'm like, what? Like, do you know what the hell that is? Like, what's going on with that swirly thing?
Nosferatu does have true sight, doesn't he? Where is he?
Like, physically?
No, my my notes on him. There he is. We call him Nosferatu so much I forget what the actual name is.
Desolate.
Yeah, so Desolate is his fang. Yes, he does have true sight up to 120 feet. You're gonna owe me a lot of blood for this one.
I didn't realize that was our exchange rate. I thought we were just friends.
Listen, it takes some energy for me to see things like this sometimes.
All right, well, you just ate like 5 people. I'll buy you a corn dog.
I can't eat a corn dog.
That sounds like a you problem.
There's a face in that vortex on the inside of it.
I mean, Joaquin has a face.
No, the vortex has the face.
The vortex has a face. Okay.
It's
Is
talking.
it the face of evil? Should we be worried? I feel like we should be worried.
You thought I was evil. Well, you didn't think I was evil, but the rest of them did. They thought I was evil. Some of them still do.
Yeah, the one with the swirling vortex face around him.
Yeah, just don't negate the vortex. The vortex could be fine. Just because something is menacing looking doesn't make it bad.
Well, do you know any? Are there powers? What's it doing?
Talking to Joaquin. Joaquin is talking back to it, but Kraka just looks confused.
Oh God, Joaquin has a new friend. He's just gonna pick up the pace a little. Not run, but like walk faster over there to see what the fuck's going on.
Joaquin. If you would like to continue to experiment and grow these powers, we would have to have some sort of agreement between each other.
All right, Joaquin. Again, now Joaquin is fully focused here.
You are still drunk. You may be focused, but you're still drunk.
I'm as focused as I can possibly be.
I will give you this. You are not seeing double anymore.
Okay, I see one of everything now, but
Correct.
I don't have full motor function, so I'm a little unsteady on my feet, I'm guessing.
Yes, but you got you got as much mental stability as one can in this state.
Am I slurring my words?
No.
Okay.
You did throw up some of the alcohol with the shadow and black
So
ichor.
generally, after I throw up, at least for a little bit, I feel very good. So
Yeah.
that might be wearing off, though. So,
Not yet. It hasn't been
okay.
that long.
All right. So then again, he'll just kind of wipe his mouth, just to wipe away some of the puke, and then he'll look at the face. I'll say, "I'm listening. I'm not agreeing yet. I'm listening. Tell me what you want, and I'll tell you."
I just told you what I
I'm gonna
want.
do. Yeah, you told me you would want something in the future. That's not specific. What do you want me to do? Because I'm not going to kill for you.
Experiment. Oh, I don't want you to kill anybody, except for the people that you're going to kill anyway.
But you want me to experiment with what?
These gifts that I have given you.
So Joaquin would then kind of look at his hand, and I guess, can he kind of try to manifest some of the shadow energy?
You're able to do so, yes.
All right, so again, he gets that cold feeling on his hand. And then he just kind of remarks to himself, okay, so that's what that feels like. And then he looks back at the face. I'll play with your toys. For now.
Great. So we just need a contract. Scroll appears in front of you with a signature line.
Is it a long contract?
The scroll's rolled up. The only part that's unrolled is the signature line part.
Oh. Interesting.
Just a drop of blood. You don't need to sign the thing. Of course, you could take the time to read it, but your friends are closing in. They might interrupt our conversation.
Joaquin pricks his finger and drips a drop of blood.
The contract glows and dissolves in this ethereal light.
What color is the light?
It's like a arcane, like an arcane hue. It doesn't really have one singular color. It kind of iridescent, but it's not like a dark black or gray or shadowy color, and it's also not like a wholly celestial color. It's more in the purple, green, blue, arcane spectrum type.
I got you.
Neither sinister nor holy, just magic.
Kind of like just otherworldly.
Right. Perfect. We have an accord. That's a bad pun, seeing as where we are at right now. We could discuss further details of the contract, but I believe one of your friends is about to grab you, and as he says this, Yenor reaches through the vortex and puts a hand on your shoulder.
So again, apologies, can you tell me this guy's name again?
Zilganoth.
All right, so as Zilganoth says that someone's about to grab me, Joaquin goes, wait, Zilganoth, what? And again, he sees Yenor's hand just kind of reach in and grab and like, wait, ah!
The shadows vanish, as does the face.
Yeah, Yenor?
You're not being possessed, right?
I was not, no. I
Just
don't
gonna
think
pat
so.
him over to make sure he's okay.
He's uninjured other than a finger prick. Fresh finger prick.
You didn't let Nosferatu get at you, did you?
Where
Are we-
is that?
Hear this?
What?
I asked if we were close enough to hear this. I don't know how far away we are yet.
Yeah, so at this point, because I haven't been moving you on the map, but at this point, you guys would be all converged on this area now. So you're all back together as the shadow vortex vanishes.
Nosferatu has nothing to do with this. Joachim has made a new friend. Whose friend?
Not a friend, just a something.
Lala, in your head, Nosferatu, Desolus, says, he pricked his finger and put his blood on a floating piece of parchment before it vanished.
Making deals with the devil while you give me bullshit for my fantastic death sword that protects us all.
Oh, I got upgraded to sword.
I,
I mean,
First
you do
off,
get
that-
fat.
First off, that demon dagger of death thing is just nothing but viciousness, okay? All I asked you to do was kill a simple wizard when we were fighting those things back there, and you fucking gouged his eye out for no reason, okay? It was completely useless. He was paralyzed. And then, again, just him, like, coughing a little bit.
You cough up some more black ichor.
And he, like, immediately tries to wipe his mouth.
Uh-huh. I'm not the one packing up demon goo. I merely saved us from an evil thing with my sword of dubious goodness.
Dubious goodness.
You
Freaking
tell me to
devil.
murder someone and then get mad because I murdered them in the eyeball specifically. I'm not taking you seriously.
I asked you to just. There's a difference between just simple killing
I
for the
stopped.
sake of efficiency and then what you did, which was Splattertoon. Okay?
Listen here, magic boy. I know you're not used to it, but if you need to kill somebody, the eye is extremely an efficient way.
I'm not paralyzing anyone for you again. You will have to do that on your own because I am not a sadist. Okay?
No, you're just signing deals with the devil. She'll like
Again?
grab his
Nothing.
hand and hold it up to Yenor. Look at his demon finger. He's a witch
Off
now.
of me, child. Off. And he'll like snatch his hand away.
Witch?
Arms too short to box with God.
You're a witch.
Yeah, are warlocks like vilified in this area or no?
No.
Are they common?
There's fair amount of warlocks.
Would Yenor know the details of most contracts?
Every contract is different based on the entity that is granting said powers. Some contracts are based on knowledge, some contracts are based on power, other contracts are based on more specific intent.
She's just gonna cover her mouth with her hand. Joachim, what have you done?
I got to understand more about what's going on here. With this.
For us who said you didn't even read that contract before you signed it.
Quiet. And
Wait.
then as he says that, he points a finger at her, and then he'll summon the shadows a little bit on his hand.
I'm not
Okay.
afraid of your shadows. Nosferatu didn't make me sign anything.
No, you just have to
Your
feed him
hand
in
becomes
blood.
enveloped. Your hand becomes enveloped in a black shadowy like substance.
Yep.
Wait, you actually signed a contract? That wasn't just like a side effect of the drink? I thought I was seeing stuff.
Yeah, no, I did. And he'll again as he says that he's like looking at his hand as it's enveloped in the shadow, trying to understand, just trying to understand more as much as he can right now.
Lala, in your head, Nosferatu says, ask him the name of his contract holder.
Who's your new friend's name? What's your new friend's name?
He doesn't look at her. He's still kind of looking at his hand. And as he's looking at his hand, he remembers that, again, and he doesn't say the name out loud, but he remembers that Zilganov wanted him to experiment. And he remembers that I don't know if he remembers that he absorbed a shadow. Does he?
Yes.
He does remember.
Kind of like bits and pieces, not like you didn't consciously do it.
What would I need to do to have him raise that shadow right now?
Right now, you can follow the steps on your character sheet for doing so.
Oh.
I believe to just raise a stored shadow, it's an action. Yeah. Create shadows is an action.
Well, creating a shadow from a deceased creature is an action, but raising a shadow that I've already kind of sealed in my shadow.
Let me see, because there's a way. I have to look at your thing again. I have to look at this again. I'm sorry, it's a bonus action.
Okay.
Summon shadows. So if you go into your bonus actions, you should see summon shadows.
Yep, one bonus action.
Yep. And it should have. Oh no, this summon shadows is not limited use. Creating them is, summoning them isn't. So yes, you can just, as a bonus action, summon it.
So yeah, he's looking at his hand, and as he looks at it, I guess he'll just kind of almost just let himself go. And as he does, his eyes will go completely black, and he'll just say, "Rise." And his shadow will extend, and as it extends, you'll then see like this creature, like this shadowy creature, kind of raise up out of his shadow in front of him. And then as it does, like, what does this shadow look like exactly? Because I don't know exactly what it looks like.
So the shadows are all humanoid in nature.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part. This one is of a larger, bulkier stature.
Okay. All right, so then yeah, you'll see like that, a larger, bulkier humanoid kind of raise up, and then it'll look, I guess it's bigger than me, right?
Yeah, you're like 6 foot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too much, but slightly, like an inch or two taller than you.
Okay, so then yeah, it kind of like raises up and then looks down slightly at me, and then it it drops down to one knee, and then my eyes will go back to normal, and Joaquin's just kind of looking at this thing as it's kneeled.
You
This
all
is
see
what I get.
this conjured shadow kneeling in front of Joaquin.
Lala's going to kind of scoot her way behind Ynor and try to disappear.
Can I real quick cast Divine Sense?
Sure. Let me look at Divine Sense again. Okay. Not affected by the hollow spell, obviously. It is undead.
And it's just the one? Or do I see more in Joaquin?
Nope, just that one. You do sense a faint, swirling fiend presence.
A fiend.
Swirling.
Swirling fiend. Like a vortex.
It's dissipating as time goes, like quickly dissipating as time goes on.
Huh. I'll point that out to Joaquin. You know he might have been a fiend, right? This guy that you basically just sold your soul to?
Didn't sell my soul.
That you're aware of. From what I've heard, you haven't even read it.
And he'll start to say something, but then he'll be like,
Technically, you don't even have a copy of it.
Again, he said I wouldn't have to kill anyone, and I'm not going to kill anyone for him.
He said you don't have to kill anyone that you wouldn't already be killing.
Yeah, but I'm not killing for him. He just
Technically, I'm not killing for Nosferatu either, but
no. You just like making mess. You like making finger paints with people's blood with that thing, and that's not cool. Gross. You took the
Neither is
thing's
making
eye out.
deals with fiends.
I'm sorry.
Neither is making deals with fiends.
Again, don't know that it's necessarily a fiend.
I can sense it. He's leaving now. And that's a dead person.
Well, to be clear, it's the shadow of a dead person.
It's a dead person.
Shadow. And like he's like shadow.
Are we doing the SpongeBob rainbow thing except with
Yes.
shadow?
Yeah.
Imagination.
No, he's just drunk, and I go over to try to kick him, wake him up.
Kick Joaquin or kick the shadow?
The shadowy figure that I think is is a drunk person they're talking about, because I don't really know if what I'm seeing is real, because I asked Joaquin before and he started talking to himself.
Your foot goes through it.
That you guys, there's not even a person here. What's going on? I'm just gonna go sit down.
It's not a person, Crocker. It's a shadow.
It's a dead man.
It's not a dead man. It's his shadow.
I thought it was a person laying in the shadows. I'm just gonna go sit down now.
He stole someone's soul?
No, I stole their shadow.
What's the difference between a shadow and a soul? At what point do we draw the line here?
I mean, look behind you, and he points to her shadow. That's not your soul. That's just a shadow. That's light.
Why does it have to be dead then? You can use anything, shadow.
Yeah, my goddess given powers are saying that that's a dead person. There's an undead there.
There's so many different Again, death is not even really the end, right?
Not now.
It is if you
Fiend
take
has your
their
soul.
soul.
Again, hey Lala, you want to have an experiment?
She hides her face back behind Ynor.
Oh, come on.
You keep your dead away from me, witch.
And I guess he would have, I guess like the shadow would kind of would turn and look at Lala, but still stay kneeled.
I am hidden. I see nothing.
Hey Lola, you want to poke it with Nosferatu?
I don't think it works that way. It has no blood.
You never know.
I'm going to look at the shadow and say, what can you do? And, so
It can't speak
It can't. Yeah, no, it can't speak. But
or communicate.
I would look at it and say, demonstrate your strength on that, and I would point like at a tree or something.
It stands up. And you see it just turns and faces the tree, and a tendril of shadow energy shoots out along the ground and then whips up out of the ground and whips the tree, causing a slash mark, and then sucks back into the shadow.
It's pretty
Tree
cool.
was about like 30 feet away.
That's pretty cool. How fast are you? How fast can you get to that tree? Can you get to that tree?
It takes it about 6 seconds to get to the tree.
Okay, that seems pretty normal. I thought you'd do something cooler.
The next time you blink, you are next to the tree, and it is where you were.
Did I feel anything when that happened?
Nothing different than what controlling the shadow feels like.
And just to be clear, that was the shade warp.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, then he's just like, it's pretty cool. And then he'll do it again to swap spaces again with it.
You do so.
This can be useful.
It looks at Lala. Lala, the next time you blink, you feel this cold, shadowy energy around you, and then all of a sudden you're next to the tree.
Can I psychic stab it?
The tree?
No, the shadow.
Well,
no,
it's
you can't because he warped you.
It's behind Ynor now, where you were.
Right.
Oh, that's really cool.
But can
And
I
then it looks
psychic
back
stab
at you,
it?
Lala, and you end up back behind Ynor, and it's back by the tree.
She doesn't like it, so she wants to psychic stab it. Then she figures regular stabbing won't work.
I mean, you could try.
She will try.
Do I see her coming at him?
You can't see anything
Why can't I see anything?
because it's a psychic blade.
You don't.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't really see anything because she's using her psychic blade.
Okay, I saw her.
You can make an attack with your psychic blade.
Yeah, it's a 17.
It's a 17.
Yeah, it didn't add the modifier, but
Joaquim, what buff did you give your shadow when you summoned this one?
Let's. Let me add half my proficiency bonus to its base AC.
All right, so your psychic blade misses, Lala.
that makes sense.
Stop it!
already-
Leave him alone. He didn't do anything to you. He just
it
teleported you.
startled
It was
me.
cool. I'm sorry.
It startled me.
It teleported you. Be happy.
It didn't
This
ask
is
to
only-
teleport me.
It can't speak. It has no mouth.
Haida always asks before she casts things on people.
Haida has a mouth.
I do have a mouth. Ynor can attest to that.
You also have a mouth, a big one, and you control the thing, don't you? It's not freewheeling, is it?
I look at the thing. I say, "Come here."
It walks back to you, glides back to you, slides back to it. It moves back to you.
Ghost walks.
Ghost rock.
Yes. Yeah, she was not necessarily trying to destroy your magic. It's just it already frightened her, and her instinct is to stab things. And she was already under the impression that, like, my blade won't work, so her psychic blade's like the next weapon. So
Your
it
blade's a
startled her,
magical
and
god
she
blade.
reacted. Huh?
Your blade's a magical god blade.
Yeah, but it also eats blood, and it didn't do anything to the pink mist, so it's just, yeah, again, so it startled her, and so she just reacted the best way that she would.
Joaquim's gonna look at his shadow as it stands next to him. And he says, "Strike a pose." Joaquim's gonna strike a pose.
What pose are you striking?
Hold on a second. I will get the pose.
While you're doing that, Thesson, your lovely bird companion, Ynor, opens its third eye at you. So its third eye is staring at you. Its two eyes are looking at the shadow.
I stare back.
There's the pose.
She doesn't like it.
Would I know that my goddess doesn't like undead?
You would. Your goddess likes balance and the natural order.
Do I think I'll get in trouble for being near one and not killing it?
You're not entirely sure if you are understanding this bird properly.
That's a fair point.
You think the bird could potentially just be crazy. Or talking about itself in the third person. You don't know what kind of... Yeah.
Do I know if the bird is a he or she? It's Fessin, so it's a male name, but I gave it that.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna scratch his head.
He leans into the scratch.
Awesome.
The shadow strikes the pose with you, although a little sloppily. While they're striking poses, we are going to take our evening break, and we'll be back here momentarily. Thank you all so much for tuning in and listening to the Shenanigans. Stay tuned, and we'll be back here after a quick break.
Yep. Be right back. Snack time.
Welcome, adventurers. This is a quick note to say that this is part 1 of a live stream. To gain immediate access to our episodes, please visit links.chaoticallybalanced.com or go to chaoticallybalanced.com/support. Thanks. We'll see you in the next one.
Well, that's a wrap. If you want to catch us live, head over to links.chaoticallybalanced.com, linked in the description below, and follow our socials to stay up to date on our schedule and everything else we have going on. You can catch us live most Tuesday nights at 7:30 Eastern, with the links in the description below. You can further support our adventure by visiting our coffee page at chaoticallybalanced.com/support, and you'll get access to exclusive content. Thanks for listening, and we will see you next time.